Hey, how you doing? This is Kitch, and you are watching me play Factorio. In between episodes, I got this kind of hooked up to the main network, and also made a little change to it. These were unloading on both sides. I made it where they just unloaded on one side, made it a little bit skinnier, and then I got to kind of do this alternating thing with the patterns. Boy, that's a lot of blinking there. I didn't do the same to the requester side. I may still end up doing that, but I don't know. I feel like unloading with bots is going to be fairly consistent. Where loading, we actually do get a speed bonus by having them on the both. It was mostly about trying to save a little bit of UPS here and there. But that's good. I got it hooked up to the main network as well, and then I duplicated it a little bit further down the line for copper. We'll just see how this placement works. I'm hoping it works because it's going to be a real pain to move this once it gets full of ore. So yeah, no, it's okay. It's all right. I'm kind of liking it. I want to add a couple of more stations down here, though. And I think I want to build them off of this stacker. I want a station that is going to be delivering bots because I don't want to hand feed how many ever bots this thing is going to need, which is probably going to be a lot. And I also want a station delivering fuel. Now, these trains up here will get fuel from the science modules. However, these trains that are going out to the miners are not going to have any other opportunity to refuel, but right here. I don't think we need anything fancy with our refuel and bot stations. Remember to put that chain signal back. I think we can just do... Let's see, the fuel train is just a single car, right? Yeah. The bot is going to be two different cars. Let's move this power pole. Yeah, so we'll put that one right there for fuel. And then we're going to need a Roboport. And then I think we can fit our other station right here. All right, there shouldn't be more than one train going into either of these, so this should be fine. Put our chain signal back, I guess, right there. Signal on the out, signal on the out. And this can just turn around, and both of these can merge together, and that'll just be an exit. Is there a reason for this to go both ways? I don't... Well, possibly. Yeah, that's definitely a possibility. I do have an out. I think that would be an out, right? Out to the lower side. Yes, that's the one we want right there. And as I was building this secondary station here, I was... trying to find a good balance for my robots because they kept annoying me because they would run out of charge and I would just be sitting there waiting. And finally, I got 4 of the portable fusion reactors, 2 roboports, and the batteries are just so 50 robots is what I'm limited to, as far as I can tell, to run them full time without running out of charge and having to wait. It's not optimal. It's not what I was wanting. It's not desirable. But I mean, whenever you're building these big, huge, giant things, it sure is annoying to have to just sit there and wait. At least the robots can move all of the time. All right, let's get this power pole back down here. You are going to be unloading fuel. We're going to want to do that with a filter inserter because, no, we don't need a filter inserter there. We just need a fast inserter. But I don't have a fast inserter. I thought I had everything. A filter will work in a pinch. No reason why it can't be that. We'll feed that into a passive provider. We'll limit that to, say, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sure. And let's see, what was our fuel station named? We just called it that. Let's just call it that. And I think we can unload into a steel chest. You will need to be a filter inserter. We need to get some fast inserters there. This is just ridiculous. You are going to grab logistic bots. And temporarily, you are going to grab logistic bots. Let's keep 50 in the hole, and let's keep... what are the symbols again? Available logistic bots. So you are going to be enabled when X is less than, let's say, 100 available. And you're going to be enabled when logistic bots are less than, I don't know, let's keep a buffer of like 50. And then we just need to make sure that this robot network, is it? Okay, it's already connected. That's one big happy family right there. We named the science one. Was it just robot? Science robot? We'll just keep the same name there as well. Let's see. Where is... Oh, is this all built? No, I was looking at the wrong station. We've got one more of these to build. All the others are ready to go, with the exception of whatever that is blinking right there. I'm assuming it's probably a signal. Let's send you right here so we can go ahead and get this wrapped up. All right, I'm gonna wait for that train to come. I'm gonna switch out these with fast inserters. We will roll the intro, and I will see you on the other side where all of this stuff should be ready to turn on, I think. We'll find out. Yeah, so I thought I was close to having that done. Turns out I wasn't close at all. We need refueling chests, of course. That's going to be a fairly important thing. And I wired these stations such that this one is going to be turned off if there's less than 2 in here. So if we're starting to go a little bit low, we'll call a fuel train. And this one, I said if there's less than 20 logistic robots in this chest right here, to go ahead and call another robot train. I think that'll work out all right. And then I copied this logic over here to the copper setup. All right, are we ready to do this? I think so. So I've named these stations, requester from and provider. I could see arguments for both ways, but this is going to be the provider for these stations right there. They're all named the same. I do not have any kind of logic or anything like that turning them off. That may be something we have to look into. And boy, there's a lot of trees up here. We need to do something about that. Maybe we can do that passively as I'm doing other things. Now that our robots can run almost all of the time, this should be a good deal. All right, so we want to divert the trains that are currently going to the miners to these stations right here. And currently, that is all of these. So you're currently going there. I want to take this off and add the requester station just like that. So that will divert you I want to take that one off and send you to the requester station. And then you take you off and send you to the requester station. All right, and we are going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're gonna need more of that. Hopefully a train will come soon. Let's see, I should have a blueprint book that has all of our trains in it. We are going to want one of these guys and one of these guys. Did you guys get set to do like all the fuel? I don't want you to have all the fuel. Actually, yeah, if at least just both of you have some fuel, I think that'll be okay. All right, and I want you to go to that one, but instead of... No, not there. I want you to go to the requester station. That one. Full cargo, and then back to not S0, but that's going to be S1. Right, like that, right? And yeah, you'll just go. You've got fuel. You should refuel back at another area. Oh no! That was a big giant mistake. Let's turn our robots off. That's funny. That is really funny. Why do we have all these warnings now? Oh, it's because I, yeah, you stop. And you stop. This is going to put a little bit of a divot in our science setup. That's all right. I was kind of expecting that. Ah, trees. Oh, I guess I could turn on my own robots now and get some of this all situated. All right, sorry about the bandwidth or the bit rate. We just need a ton more robots. Can we stop you just temporarily? I know you're doing good work. I just want to get a nice big influx of robots in here to handle this job. Now, you look full to me. What is your problem? Oh, I set them back to manual mode. Of course I did. Why wouldn't I? Why wouldn't it be totally my fault? All right, so we did have 3 trains that were feeding this area right here. And that was not working out at one point in time. But I believe the problem was more that off of these 2 things we weren't moving the ore fast enough. It wasn't mining fast enough, and the change that I made where they're going out both sides, and plus we had a lot less mining productivity back then. I think that was more the problem than the number of trains running, because it looked like they were all just kind of sitting around doing nothing. So I'm hoping this is going to work out a little bit better. Unfortunately, they're really going to prioritize these downward stations, which is going to increase the distance. So that's not necessarily optimal. You know what we could do, just temporarily, is to shut off that station right there. Since we've only got 3 trains running anyway, there's no reason to send any trains down there. All right, and we'll run that through the distribution station there and see how that works out. Now for copper, yeah, let's go ahead and get that one running too. So instead of that station, you are going to go to S copper. Requester, why don't we have... Trying to figure out why the iron one didn't show up in that list. I mean, I guess it's not important. Oh, and we've got our first case, deadlock here. This is what I was sort of worried about. So you are wanting to go straight, which makes sense to me. You are wanting to leave, and I'm guessing you're wanting to go that way. All right. This is why I should have built it farther away. I thought it would be okay, and it's not. Oh, that's okay. We can fix this. This isn't a problem. I mean, it is a problem, but all right. We want to set you. Oh, can we not do that from there? We want to set you to manual mode. We want to set you to manual mode. I'm gonna back you on up. You just hang out there for a little bit. And I think this is the train right here that's causing the problem, so we'll back you on up. And hopefully that will let everything loose. So your problem is you are wanting to make that curve right there when you shouldn't be. So we don't want you to leave there. We don't want this area here blocked off. Unless you can get out the other side. And this was the cause of our deadlock last time as well. It was right here due to this line. So let's just chain that all the way up to here. So you should now wait here if you can't make that line. Which may never occur. Okay, now it's going. Oh, we were working on copper trains. Let's see. We got that one. Did we get this one? You no longer go there. You will go to S. Why is that blue? Oh, okay. It's because I cut off that one station. All right, that's why it's not showing up in the main list. Makes total sense to me. All right, empty cargo there. And we'll have to release some of these. Yeah, we're going to have to think a little bit more about this traffic situation, I think. I mean, I think it's band-aided to where it won't deadlock anymore, but we may have issues of throughput. We might have replaced it with that. Oh, it's a long walk over here. I had it in my mind that it was just going to be a quick little jaunt. All right, we want this train. And I think we may want to go ahead and just build it this time, like all the way. So we don't run into our goofy little problems again. We'll go ahead and take some fuel there. I'm going to copy that just for the color. Should have turned off robots, but I didn't. Let's turn them off now. One, two, three, four, five, six. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That will start you out, I believe. And you want to go from here to S1. That one right there, right? Except not full cargo. We want empty cargo. Full cargo, empty cargo, full cargo, empty cargo. Go. And go. We could probably relieve some of the pressure on this intersection. What's deadlocked here? I don't understand. Why are you wanting to go up there? Okay, yeah, that makes sense. You wanting to go up there. Oh, it was the situation. Okay, I know exactly what that is. We ran into that deadlock before. But with the iron trains back when we had an iron deficiency, and I said I would worry about fixing it, but we shouldn't be in a situation where we had an iron deficiency anymore. Turned out that was kind of right. The copper deficiency is what is causing it. Let's see. Can we get like right there? This is going to hurt our stats pretty bad. That's okay. I mean, the stats are going to be like wiped clean anyway because we wanted... we're going to turn on multiple of these. At least that was the plan. Okay, so fixing this should be as easy as turning this on, pulling it forward, and sending you about your way. That'll free that up a little while. But we're still going to have problems because they're going to fill up these first two. Yeah, I think we've got a little bit of logic to do, as well as getting some more robots out in this system. Okay, we're getting ready to get it again. What if we did this right here? Does that give you enough room to pull forward? Why aren't you reevaluating your life? Just make sure this is enough room. It is. That's not a chain. I know I've seen that work before, but this should be good at least until we get our next copper train coming through, which is probably a robot problem, and probably something we need to fix by adding more robots as well as doing what we did on the iron station, just shutting off some of the trains. So let's do that real quick. Let's go and turn you off. So you'll stay there so we can pilfer all of the robots out of you. Okay, at least you guys are getting stuff in you now. Okay, we got a copper train running. Fantastic. And we've got 2 copper trains currently running. So if we took off that one... oh, that was one I had set to entities. That makes sense. We'll just take off those 2. That'll load those. These guys should be full, right? Not quite. No, they are. No, they're not. They're close, though. Let's just go ahead and send that one on. Make sure we're not deadlocked. Not deadlocked, just weight locked. Yeah, this is not optimal. There might be something to be said by taking this out and running it up here to where it connects into this line and doesn't conflict with traffic over here. Having these lines conflict with traffic here may be a thing too that we can adjust for. Try to make it where, you know, all these trains only have one entrance and exit out onto the main line. These little onesie twosie trains aren't long for this world. Is this all built down here? It is. Fantastic. Let's go ahead and turn the last station off here. And we'll get that unloaded. And then that'll get all those little building trains off of the main line. Yeah, just this intersection right here is really ugly. Really ugly. Okay, you're using it now. Okay, that gives us an extra parking place there. So we can actually support the 5 trains there. Yeah, there we go. All right, just out of curiosity, look at that drop. Okay, not devastating. It's definitely apparent on the longer scale. But yeah, not too bad, just a little bit of a hiccup. But yeah, as we get more and more of this stuff going, I think that's going to look a lot better, provided we can deal with all the traffic. And I'm just going to watch for a little while, watch trains go by, and see if there are some areas where we can improve. At least it's not deadlocking. And that is a positive. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it. I will see you in the next episode where, yeah, hopefully we can get these other 2 turned on. Other 2 modules turned on. And, yeah, we'll see how it goes. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you next time. Have a good one.